everyone. Today I'm going to make us a lightened up sweet potato casserole. And yes, I am making it on November 2nd. I think it's the 2nd, no, the 5th. I don't even know what day it is. But I'm making it to freeze. So I'm trying to make ahead for Thanksgivings because I have some things coming up that I'm just preparing ahead of time so that the last week of Thanksgiving I am not crushed. This is a recipe I made last year. I've tried to lighten up. This is also the second time I started this video, so the thing shut down before, so I'm hoping that we succeed. Right now I'm over here in the nuts. I'm always in the nuts. I am a nut and I'm in the nuts. Sweet potato casserole, you can lighten it up, trust me. A couple years ago I had surgery, as many of you know, bariatric surgery, and it made it where I can't tolerate sugar. Sugar was my drug, like an alcoholic gets alcohol, drugs for drugs. I was a sugar-aholic. So I still have some sugar, but very little, and I've tried to do natural sugars. We've talked about it. So you guys wanted regular recipes, as well as the recipes that I've been using for myself and my family. So once I did these switches at Thanksgiving a few years ago, my family actually likes it. And why would I go back to something that makes me sick? So I'm not. What I did before in the video that cut off was show you that you need to take, this is 6 sweet potatoes. 6 sweet potatoes that I cubed up to the same size and boiled them. You could bake them in the oven, or you can do them like this. And it's okay that they're getting to room temperature because I'm gonna smash them up like you do mashed potatoes with an egg in a few minutes. My usual, and I will throw all of this into a recipe. Some seasoned salt, some pepper. Yes, I do put pepper. Salt and pepper in the sweet potato casserole is necessary. Again, I don't usually measure, but I will measure. But we're gonna say this is pure maple syrup. I do about 2 tablespoons. Just a little sweetener in the base. Now you might think that's not enough, but it works. I have a half a cup of almond milk and an egg. So where I'm going with this is, like mashed potatoes, you put milk. This is vanilla flavored almond milk. I'm getting out a masher. I forgot to bring that out. Vanilla flavored almond milk. So it tempers that egg. Hopefully we don't have scrambled eggs, which we won't, because I've done this before. So far, you with me? 6 sweet potatoes cubed up, either baked or boiled, till fork tender. You put them in the casserole dish. I don't like to whip it because I want some chunks. You guys like it whipped? Whip it up. Half a cup of vanilla flavored almond milk. 2 to 3 tablespoons of maple syrup. This is the base. I'm still going to add a few more things real quickly into the base. To this, we want some cinnamon. I just had them. Here they are. I want a teaspoon of cinnamon. And again, normally I do my hand, you know that, but I'm going to measure for you guys. Do you like sweet potato casserole? Maybe a half a teaspoon. Teaspoon's too much. Let's do half a teaspoon. I can tell by eyes better than I can tell anything else. I'm going to get my nutmeg. Nutmeg, the recipe that I used to follow says 1/4 teaspoon. So that is what I'm going to do in my hand. Nutmeg is strong. Oh, I thought I put cayenne pepper for a minute. Luckily they're alphabetically ordered, or the blind old lady would have messed up her family. So I want to know your thoughts on sweet potato casserole. Honestly, my granddaughter's favorite thing I make is my mashed potatoes. But I am all about the sweet potato casserole. So once I adapted this recipe to be healthier, sweet potatoes are a superfood. They're great for you. This guy has done its job. If you saw my kitchen right now, these videos have wrecked my life because, so I'm smoothing this out because now comes the really good stuff. The base is done. Let's do it again. 6 cubed up cooked sweet potatoes, however you want to cook them. Half a teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, half a cup of vanilla flavored almond milk or milk of your choice. You can make this your way or my way. 1 egg beaten, salt, pepper, seasoned salt. Smash it up. There's your base. Now, to try to get you into this, let's measure it for your sake. Okay, this is my topping. This is a 1/2 cup of oat flour. It could be almond flour, it could be all-purpose flour, it could be whole wheat flour. This is a 1/2 cup of oats. We're making a streusel pecan, and because I have these, I'm going to give you measurements even though I wouldn't measure. What I did was I had a cup of pecans and I chopped them. So I'm going to say this is roughly a cup of pecans here, and it is. I was going to say it without measuring. A cup of pecans chopped up. But I'm going to take this, I don't know if you could see, on this cutting board. I don't like to waste. That's got to go in. So that's the pecans I just chopped. Okay. Now let's say we have the other 1/2 of that teaspoon of cinnamon, which I'm going to measure in my hand. A pinch of salt. And for my sweetener today, I have a 1/2 cup of coconut sugar. Remember we talked about that? It is a natural sugar that doesn't raise your glycemic index. I'm going to put a touch of seasoned salt because I like it. And for my butter of choice, or oil, or Crisco, this is coconut oil, 1/3 cup. Whoa. And I melted it in the microwave because sometimes coconut oil, well, most times it's hard. So I'm now stirring what will become a delicious, healthy pecan crusted topping for my sweet potatoes. I want to know what you think. Would you do it? Could you do it? Could you make these changes? So a few years ago, like I said, I made the changes. I made pecan and apple pie and this sweet potato casserole, all with maple syrup. I didn't know about coconut sugar then. And yes, they're different, but man, are they delicious. And the nutrition is actually hyped up. You've got oats, you've got nuts, and you've got sweet potatoes. You've got almond milk and an egg. And I'm going to write this all down for you. And here's what we got now, besides a mess. Here, I'm going to show you my mess. All from this casserole. Egg bowl, measuring cup number 1, measuring cup number 2. Now, Lori would never do this if she was not cooking for a fan club. Measuring cups, measuring cups. Somebody already commented that I don't wash my spoons. Normally, here's how it goes, girls and boys. When I do dry ingredients, they're in my hand. When I do dry ingredients on a measuring spoon, do you think all the old ladies in the olden days sat and washed out these when it was a dry thing of sugar, if there was nothing in it, or flour on their Hoosier? Do you think they washed all their measuring spoons when they took a 1/2 teaspoon of salt? They didn't. I'm telling you they didn't. Because I'm one of those old ladies. So no, I don't measure, I don't wash all of these measuring spoons if I'm just measuring a dry ingredient. That leaves no residue. There's nothing in these. Like you measure and you drop it and you put it back in your drawer. Same with this. Like to me, this is clean. This was for oat flour. There's nothing in it, but I'm going to wash it so nobody out there says I have a dirty kitchen. This is a beautifully warm, heavy sweet potato casserole that I have a lid for. Now that goes in the freezer. 2 days before Thanksgiving, I take it out of the freezer and put it in my garage fridge. On the day of Thanksgiving, I wrap foil on the top, probably 30 minutes with the foil at 350, and then I'll do 15 minutes without the foil. Scrumptious. My second actually, because I already have a squash Alabama, which is a Brenda Gant recipe, but I Loriized it and made it healthier. I don't like Velveeta, and I used to love a Velveeta grilled cheese. Now I don't eat Velveeta, but I did make squash Alabama using real cheese, and her recipe is delicious. Just switch it up to cheddar or whatever cheese you like. That's it. Sweet potato casserole for Thanksgiving is done. The other video had where I started a turkey breast, which is cooking in my oven. I don't know what happened to the other video, but there you have a lightened up sweet potato casserole. I will write everything down for me and for you. And I hope you enjoyed this, and I will bring more videos coming your way. Love you.